Well, that's a very important question. I find that persons who are living with HIV are also affected by suicide. And most of the time, it is not known because there is a lack of information pertaining to understanding suicide. Sometimes the warning signs are right there with the persons, but because the person who is providing the service is unable to recognize that person is going through some form of mental health challenges leading up to suicide, but because they are uninformed, it means that help is not provided to that person at that point in time. So, in bringing suicide to the country or to the island, it means that people now can be more informed and know that persons who are living with HIV go through this process and they need to recognize it in their intervention process. Someone who is newly diagnosed and learn that they're now living with HIV, in my practice for the first 6 months, you can see that they have a struggle because it is something that is trusted upon them, especially persons who are in a relationship and one party is telling themselves that he or she is very faithful and going through a routine testing, maybe for an insurance policy or maybe a normal testing, and found out that they now are newly diagnosed with HIV. That can be more very compounding than someone who know they are at risk or take risky behavior. So the person who is keeping themselves very faithful and doing all the things that can avoid from being infected, they are the ones that are more affected. And those are the ones you have to single out and provide this sort of good intervention. Pick out the areas that are affecting them more or most, and at that time you have to know what is going on with the brain chemistry in the head before you come to a point more of further solid proper intervention.